Well, actor Vishal Reddy is one of the actors from Tamil Nadu. They've all become involved in this. The voices for and against very, very strong. Vishal Reddy, thank you very much for joining us here on NDTV. We've witnessed the protests. Tell us where you stand on this, because we've seen a lot of popular culture personalities like yourself really come up on this issue and speak their mind. How do you feel when you see all the young people there on Marina Beach?
Yeah, I wouldn't call it a protest. I would consider this as a revolution. It is. This has never. It's a never seen before event of such sort. So many youngsters coming out in the road and fighting for the Tamil culture. The only thing right now is, if at all in future the Jallikattu, if the ban is lifted and Jallikattu happens with all rules and regulations, that is the biggest gift that the government could give back to the youngsters. A lot of people have been releasing videos and things like that. We've also seen the government get involved and ask for a ban on PETA, which is an animal welfare organization. They are the ones who are leading the Supreme Court fight. Do you support this call for a ban against PETA? See, of course, yes, because the question of being twisted facts over here, handed over to the court of law in terms of what has transpired during the Jallikattu. Yes, there is a major misconception of what is Jallikattu in South India compared to what people think in the rest of India. That could come into order is bring about a third-party investigative agency, bring about someone who is an unbiased investigative agency who would record the proceedings of Jallikattu and make sure that it is shown to the court. Not the person who's put the case. The person who's PETA, who's asked for the ban, is the ones who are giving info about whatever has transpired. But that is not the truth. That is what everyone are fighting for. Bring about rules and regulations and conduct Jallikattu like what it was before, because it is a part of the Tamil Nadu tradition. Not 1 or 2 years; it's 1,000-year tradition. They should respect the sentiments of Tamil Nadu people.
Okay, I just wanted to ask you, and what made you move to the capital to register your protests? What do you plan to do?
Yeah, I'm here to seek an appointment to meet our. I'm here to seek an appointment with our Honorable Prime Minister, just to convey the sentiments yes, it has already been conveyed by our Honorable Chief Minister, but it is just that this is the time where if an ordinance, of course I know it, the Supreme Court order has not yet been passed on this, but we are all looking out for a positive outcome. But if an ordinance is passed, and if Jallikattu happens with the help of the central government and the state government interference in this, and if Jallikattu happens in the near future with rules and regulations, again I reiterate on this, with rules and regulations everything being recorded by maybe the collector or maybe an unbiased agency, that would be the best thing that could happen to Tamil Nadu right now. That could be the best gift to the youngsters who are protesting out there.
Vishal, my colleague Uma Sudhir is at the Marina Beach right now, and she has a few questions for you. Go ahead, Uma.
Yeah. Vishal, over the last couple of days, in fact, we have seen huge numbers of people coming to Chennai's Marina Beach, and of course in Salem, Tiruchi, Madurai, everywhere we have seen these protests. But while we are talking about this, a feeling of a sub-regionalism being in a sense fanned on the issue of Jallikattu, there has also been a feeling of intolerance. If an actress or an actor had a different view, for instance, your colleague Trisha expressed a different view, and there was trolling that happened and she was attacked. Is that something that is right? Aren't we allowed to hear different viewpoints as well at this point when things are very, very sensitive and very vulnerable?
See, I would like to reiterate on one thing right now at this point of time. that like I've been a victim to this, because they had said that I was against Jallikattu and I'm a member of PETA, and I endorsed PETA in the past. I'm not a member of PETA, nor I've endorsed anything. Neither have I said anything against Jallikattu when I was asked a question about it. That is the truth. Right now, we are concerned more about what is to be restored. The Tamil Nadu tradition has to be restored. That is what we are trying to convey to the Honorable Prime Minister, that this is the time where, if possible, the Jallikattu, the ban being lifted, and if possible, Jallikattu to happen in the near future with rules and regulations.
Yes, Vishal, and this is only about Jallikattu, you would think, because this is becoming something much bigger, and people are talking about, if you are Tamil, you have to support Jallikattu, and there is no other way out.
See, it's not the question of forcing someone to support Jallikattu. Everyone out here who's supporting Jallikattu understands the importance of Tamil tradition and the importance of Jallikattu to a farmer's livelihood. So it is not just about that one particular day's activity. It is also connected to a farmer's livelihood, which is again a very important cause right now. Farmers are actually there are so many suicides being happening in Tamil Nadu. That keeping in the mind of in the interest of farmers and everyone's interests over here, keeping the sentiments in mind, Jallikattu to happen in the near future is the right thing to go forward.
Vishal, the other big question is, yes, you raised the issue about farmers, and Jallikattu is very, very linked to the farmers issue. People who have assembled here have, in fact, have been talking about the fact that Kaveri waters did not happen because water wasn't scarce, and Tamil Nadu had one of the worst monsoons, northeast monsoons in 142 years. They are suffering, but are you, in a sense, putting the blame on the chief minister here or the central political leadership? Because what really are the options that the state or the center have in such a situation where the Supreme Court has said that they are not in a hurry really to take a decision on even vacating the stay on the notification that the BJP government had brought about, delisting bulls from that list of animals which can be used for exhibition, cannot be used for exhibition.
See, that's what I'm saying. The people's sentiments are there to see. The people's voices are there to hear. The state government is taking due steps to meet the Prime Minister, and yes, our Honourable Chief Minister has met the Prime Minister, and it is our with folded hands, it is our concern that immediate implementation with keeping in mind, with due respect to the court of law, some way or the other for the future to bring about Jallikattu. That is what I'm trying to say. Not bring. I don't know whether the Supreme Court is going to pass the order tomorrow or day after, but the outcome should be positive. We are all looking forward to a positive outcome in the days to come.
Vishal, you have been someone who has been very socially active even during the Chennai floods. You played a very active role. Actors like you, Siddharth, and others have played an active role. But right now, because the people cannot get a solution and the numbers here are swelling, things are looking quite worrying that things could actually get out of hand. You, as a concerned citizen of Chennai and Tamil Nadu, would you appeal to the people to say that yes, the central and the state government has given us assurances, and therefore let us not go ahead with these protests the way they are happening?
Uma, the only thing right now is my concern is get a team of advocates, get a team of a legal counsel to get there to Marina and explain to all the youngsters out there. They should explain the practicality. They should explain the current status of what is happening in the court of law. We need a legal team to reach out there, more than the ministers, more than anyone out there, more than an actor or more than anyone out there. The legal counsel should reach there immediately and explain to everyone out there what is the practicality, what is the current status, and what is going to transpire in the near future, keeping the law in mind.
Dialogue certainly is the way forward, but as you yourself have seen, political leaders are not being allowed here. Only it's the people and it's youth and it is people, whether it is scientists or whether it is doctors who are coming and addressing the people. The police tried to come and speak to the people, it didn't happen. Some of your film actors, some of your colleagues have come here, they have been listened to, but no one else will be listened to here. So, are you, in a sense, as someone who has articulated the views of the people, willing to take that dialogue forward? Because as you can see that this is a very disparate group, and how are we going to carry on the dialogue with the people? Would you expect the Chief Minister or someone very senior in the government to initiate that dialogue with the people here?
Yes, that is what I'm saying, Uma. The need of the hour is bring the legal counsel, bring someone from the legal department, a group of legal advisors should be there and explain to them, take the mic and take the speaker out and explain to them what is the current status. Nobody is telling the youngsters, yes, it is in the court of law, but what is going to transpire in the next few days? We have a Chief Minister, I think the Chief Minister has spoken right now. We have the ministers initiating a dialogue over the last few days. But right now is convey to each and everyone what will transpire in the next few days. And the bonus is if our Honorable Prime Minister speaks, nothing like that. If our Honorable Prime Minister addresses, it's nothing like it. Because we always look up to a Prime Minister in these kind of situations. But definitely someone has to be out there and explain to them what is the course of time that is going to take to get back Jallikattu.
Yes, indeed, that dialogue with the people here, the protesters here, perhaps is very, very important. But the protesters here, in fact, have been making announcements saying that in case an announcement doesn't come by this evening, a reassurance doesn't come by this evening from the Chief Minister, they are actually going to intensify this. They are asking for buses to be taken off the road, autos and taxis to be off the road. Would people like you also lend support to that protest as well? Because as you know, as you understand the pulse of the people here, they are not really willing to allow even politicians to enter this arena. They have kept political leaders completely out of this place.
Exactly, that is what I'm trying to say, Umar. Going with the current status over there, going with the current mentality of everyone out there, it is time for them to mediate the dialogue and explain to them. See, more than talking, it's better to explain the facts. Please tell them the facts. I would also want to know about the facts. How long is it going to take to revoke the ban, or if at all, is it going to be revoked, or when the ordinance is going to be passed? I would also want to know. This is the time where the actual aspects of the current status in the court of law should be spelled out. Yeah.
Yes, Vishal. In fact, in the last, during the Chennai floods, we saw people coming together as a movement. They were taking the initiative to help each other. Similarly, now it almost seems like an apolitical, leaderless organization. People are able to mobilize themselves. But is this going to be limited to Jallikattu, or do you see potential for change happening through these kind of movements? And is it actually leading to anarchy?
See, these youngsters have voiced out in. See, that is what I'm saying. I hope it doesn't lead to anarchy. Let the top people have to move in. I think they're doing their job. I think they're stepping in to do that. Initiate the dialogue at the same time. Again, I would reiterate one thing, Umar. It is someone has to take the mic and tell each and every youngster out there, including everyone who is watching TV right now, or watching television right now, what is the current status and how long will it take? Those kids, those youngsters out there need to know that. Someone has to tell them that. That is the most important thing right now. Immediately, as I speak right now, you can also cut me off and get a legal counsel or a senior advocate to speak, on air and just get their excerpts on this.
Vishal, one final question. over the last few days, we have seen this build up on social media. People have been talking about Jallikattu and their concerns about it. Do you see this as a totally apolitical movement? Is there no other backing that's happening? Because at one level, people are also worried, concerned that there could be some other forces who could be flaming some passions, fanning some passions. I know most of the youth here have come because they feel strongly about it and they have been motivated by their peers. They are seeing this on social media. Social
Definitely.
media has played a very, very important part, and actors like you who they look up to have played a very important part. But would you say this is totally apolitical from what you know?
Yeah, completely. See, this is what I'm saying. This is what Abdul Kalam told us. The future of Tamil Nadu is in the hands of youngsters. Today, youngsters are giving in their voice because it's not for their college issue. It is for the Tamil Nadu. It is for the culture to be preserved. Part of Tamil Nadu culture to be preserved. That is what they are all voicing it out. With folded hands, yes, they have been initiating the process. With folded hands, I would ask that please at least let us know what is the time frame as to when we will be able to get the ban out and get Jallikattu, because it is not just because one person asked, but the entire Tamil Nadu in one voice is asking for it.